Welcome to the typical Skeptic podcast, where we dive deep, you decide. Questioning the matrix, from UFOs, where the shadows unknown reside. Rob Khalil busting myths like ghosts in the night. Paranormal pros, secret space ops, yo, we keep it real, no fright. Typical skeptical seeking, never sleeping on the lies. Aliens, Anunnaki, black ops in disguise. From abductions to ancient scripts, we flip the script wide. TSP style, mile after mile, truth can't hide. Hold up, TSP crew assemble, we dismantle the fable. My lab's targeted souls, breaking out of the stable. Dogman howling, Bigfoot prowling, cryptids in the mist. Mandela the fifth twist in reality, can't resist the twist. Soul trap snapping, reincarnation mapping, holographic dreams. Near-death visions, out-of-body missions, waking up the teams. No censorship here, we fear no elite scheme. Conspiracy kings ringing bells, hear the freedom ring. The skeptical seeking, never sleeping on the lies. Extraterrestrials, interdimensional highs. Welcome to the typical Skeptic podcast, where we dive deep, you decide.
Welcome to Typical Skeptic Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.
Boom. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic Podcast. Guys, let me know if you can hear me and everything in the chat, because I'm using headphones and I'm hoping that the sound is coming through to you guys. And no, Derek, I didn't get stuck on the toilet. That's hilarious. No, we have one of my favorite guests with me tonight. We have my good friend Ariell, and it's her birthday, guys. So wish her a happy birthday. And she's only 25 years old today, because that's how old we are. I'm 25 and she's 25, and then no, a little bit, no, but it is her birthday for real. And we're returning fan favorite Ariell of Whimsical Wednesdays returns. Clearly is a clairvoyant healer, psychic medium, seer, and intuitive artist of Ariell Whimsical Wednesdays. We'll dive deep into a wide-ranging conspiracy chat, explore UFOs, consciousness, spiritual awakening, hidden mysteries, and the paranormal. As always, we'll open the floor for live psychic readings, and maybe you guys can call in, and intuitive insights for audience members throughout the show. Whether you've been following Chloe's work for years or you're meeting her for the first time, this episode is one you don't want to miss. And I put her links to her website or her YouTube, Ariell Whimsical Wednesdays, and subscribe to her. And I'm going to add her to the stage now. Chloe, happy birthday, and thanks for coming on. How are you?
25 today, 25 today. I like that. We look about 25. We act like we're 25.
I know, right? I said something I got to work on. What do you call it? My maturity. Yeah, my aging and my maturity. And guys, do me another favor too. While you're in the chat, leave a comment on the Rumble stream, because I'm trying to get back up to that. I have to hit that 75 unique chatters a month now. I do have to hit that every month. So we got a bunch of people yesterday. So I think we're already up to 20. So we only have to get like 55 more for the month. And that's
55.
So, 55 unique chatters. That means like they have to leave a comment. Like 55 unique people have to leave a comment on the Rumble stream in the chat while it's live. Like throughout the month. While
it's live. Oh
yeah.
I try and get on there, and because I'm under Priestess 101 on there, so I just hi, I've got to get that changed. So I did a interview with James Bartley from Cosmic Switchboard last night. So it's like I'm moving into journalism now. I've done 4. You've been on my show, which is cool. But they tend to go for about 2 hours each, so we really go into depth. It's almost like my soul sessions that I do, but we don't go we go a little bit deep. Did we go deep? Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that tonight. We can go for a couple hours, if you want. I don't mind, But how does it feel on how do you feel to be another year older?
I had a cry this morning. To be completely honest.
That's okay. I had one the other day too. I told you when I was at the fair. I just had this.
You did.
It's weird. I get this memory of nostalgia, and it comes over me, and then I just started I'm like, where is my life gone? You know what I mean? And why am I not where I want to be? It's like one of those.
I don't know.
Cries.
I got past that. I remember at 27, right, having one of those sort of I don't know what you'd call it, like a 20s midlife crisis, because there was so much programming in the school system. It's like, you have to do this, pressure to have a career, you have to do this. And I could never really figure out what I was meant to do, especially at 21 or 27. I think there's just way too much pressure on people. And now I'm 48. I really don't give any credence to that, because I feel like it's a bit of programming. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
Well,
good to have direction.
you honestly look
Yeah.
35 years old. Seriously, you really look like you're 35. Honestly,
People
like
say
if I was
that.
just meeting you for the first time, I would say that. Like, this is
I'm
funny.
hybrid.
Are you a rapper? This is Loyal Ones on Rumble. He says, "Love Chloe the
Low.
rapper."
That's Chloe the rapper today. What do you want to talk about? Whoa, I do that, Matthew. He always has the glasses on. I have to get Matthew on my show, actually. Missy
Oh
had
yeah,
him on the other
he's a
day.
great guest. He's
Yeah.
amazing. You know, you guys, I'd love to see you guys
Yeah.
do readings together. You know, like because you can do
Yeah.
readings really well, and he can. It would be cool to see you guys do them together.
We kind of just have one person, then we all read for that person, because the thing is, we're not going to have the same, because we come from a different filter, right, based on all of our experiences. So if you go to one person, if you start going to different mediums and they're all hitting on the same thing, you know, that you have to pretty much do, you know, it's a good idea that you're getting hit on the same thing. But generally speaking, we're going to have a slightly different take on things based on our experiences, because spirit actually has to work with your library, with your head, with your library, right? So when I was telepathing, sometimes they would pull something from my experience and say, hey, talk about that, because that's really relevant to what this person's going through. Yeah. It's really interesting. Yeah.
Wow. Well, so when you went on James Bartley's, what did you guys get into on Bartley's show?
He was on my show. Oh, when I went on his, yeah, I was just talking about my alien and abduction experiences to do with non-human intelligence. You know, it comes with the territory, right?
Yeah.
And just exploring all of that sort of stuff, memories of being off world and stuff like that. We went into pretty much a lot of depth, because, you know, you learned the other day that I grew up in a cult. So I had all that, and my father there is associations with the Navy, and you know, we could say some sort of MyLab stuff going on there, you know.
Yeah.
No,
that's interesting. Like, when was your first, like, when would you say your first, like, alien contact was? Like, can you remember? Do you remember? Like,
well, when I started exploring about 5 years ago, being under hypnosis, right, with some quantum healing hypnosis facilitators, and it was from childhood. But I'd wiped all the memories out, but it made a lot of sense, because my father's like cult group had like UFO kind of affiliations. Like, they believe that that most, so it was a little bit of programming, but it was like greys running around, and like Nordics was a thing with our family as well. A lot of my family on my father's big, because I got taken, it's very complex. I grew up in a very complex, I think I've been sort of like, I don't like the word targeted, but I think it's been an ongoing thing since I basically came into this dimension. Just along the whole way. It's just unbelievable, the level of stuff that I've been through. It's next level. That's why I had to cry this morning. So I'm just like, I made it to 48. I literally made it to this age. When I get to 50, I think I'll be like, oh my God, I'm still here. Like, this is crazy. You know? I've been like Greys, Nordics. Yeah.
To go back on that, I felt like I was going to die young. That's kind of why I'm always trying to like do so much, you know, like, I mean, I think that comes from like my dad died young. He died at like 51. So it's like
51, you know. Right. That would leave a lasting impression upon you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't have to repeat the lessons of your father, right? I was thinking about that this morning. Like, I've always had a little bit of a thing. That's why I really didn't step into my psychic and spirituality until a lot later. Even though I was always a medium and always a psychic, the last thing I wanted to do was be anything spiritual, right? Because my father being a guru, so it's like you take on the sin, they call it the sins of the father, right? It's not yours. It's your father's journey, but it's not yours. But I've had to undo personally a lot of that because I don't want to be perceived in a certain way. But I think I can learn the lessons from my father. Like, don't be a cult leader, don't be a guru, allow people to have their own, empower other people. Don't say, I am the only one who has connect, like a priest, right? It's only me that has the connection. I like to teach people how you can do this, right? So we don't have to take on those imprints, right? And I feel like as you're talking about it now, we're shining a light on it. You're your own man. That's what I can hear. You're your own man. So undo, as we shine light on that, I see like it's all these roots going down into the earth, right? That's kind of a part of your early foundation that you grew up without your father for quite a long time, right? So he's
he died when I was
51.
21. Yeah, I was 21
Yeah.
when he died. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird, it was but he was in Vietnam and they sprayed Agent Orange over there and stuff. So I think that had
Oh,
something to do with it, and then he drank
yeah.
too. So, like that's like
Yeah.
two big,
Well,
like,
there's not a lot of help for people with complex PTSD in our reality, you know what I mean? And veterans get it really hard. I've known quite a few Afghanistan, our age, like there's a lot of Afghanistan veterans, right? I was
yeah,
going to say refugees, but that's true. But veterans, who went to war in Australia in 1991 during the Iraqi war, right? Do you know some people your age that went there? We've got veterans our age,
yeah. My friend,
Yeah.
my friend Derek, like he's from my hometown. I feel bad. Like we grew up
Yeah.
together, and then he was in Operation Iraqi Freedom, which was the George Bush Iraq War. The George Bush Jr. Iraq War. And he also he got blown up twice, and from like an
Wow.
I don't know. Like
Mortar bombing?
you'd think if you got
Yeah.
blown up once, like that they would like take you out of action, but like somehow it
Yeah.
happened to him twice, and he would tell me that like his brain would like they had him on like Oxycontin and all kinds of like crazy
Yeah.
shit. Like because this was back in I was talking to him again. We grew up together, but then I was talking to him back when I was in like my addiction, and like
Yeah.
it was like. It was crazy. I mean, he would tell me that like his brain would rattle, you know what I mean? And you could tell that like something was like off, like, and I
Yeah.
felt so bad because like he just wanted to have a normal life. But like this is what I've seen that like what
Yeah.
war does to people. And this is I've
That's
seen like
right.
my dad was in combat. My dad was all messed up. Like, like my
Yeah.
dad lived a normal life, but he still was like like I could tell because I was around him all the time. Like that, that like he what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
And
know
then
exactly what you're saying. I think, yeah, go on.
my grandfather was a prisoner, like your grandfather, like you said, your
Yeah,
grandfather was
my
a prisoner.
granddad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like
And it really
I saw,
stuffed our family up
yeah,
intergenerationally. It stuffed our family up. This is why my mother, my father wasn't really my granddad wasn't really emotionally available for his family because he never talked about the war afterwards. That's the generation, right? And then it stuffed our family up. So emotionally, my mother went looking for a father figure and she came across my father, the guru, right, in the 70s, right? Prime time socially for having a guru, the Charles Manson, hey everyone, it's free love and all that crap, like, and then, I do put it down to war. What stuffed our family up intergenerationally, you know what I mean? So anyone who's like pushing that, you got to really understand it can stuff generations up, right? And when I've done sessions with people, we go back to issues in the family that go all the way back to like the Napoleonic Wars, for God's sakes.
yeah,
It's such a density on our planet. It really needs to be, I hear, eradicated. Time enough now. Why are we going and like you can't even say that word, unaliving each other? It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I really do
yeah,
hope, I know people get a bit irky about the ascension and stuff like that, but I really do hope that we vibrate out of that. I really
yeah.
do hope that, right?
Well, it
Yeah,
seems like
that's
we're
my
headed in the
stand on
wrong.
it.
It seems like we're headed in the wrong direction because now the United States is instituting a draft supposedly,
I
and
hear.
they're
And that'll
talking
be
about
here too. That'll be here
yeah,
too. I'm picking up on that actually. I was walking down this morning. I went to go get a coffee because my niece works down the road, like 5 minutes away. So I had a coffee with her for my birthday. But on the way, I was wearing a different dress, long story, but it was kind of like, looks a little bit like an army dress. And I was picking up, I get a sort of feeling in the zeitgeist, the general mass consciousness. I kept on feeling that here too. If you guys are getting it, Australia gets it straight away. We're part of the Five Eyes, is that right? Like those, the country, we're all allies and connected. So who are we fighting again? It's ridiculous. Like,
I know,
what?
right? It's crazy, And
Yeah.
what better way to bring in the 2030 agenda than to send a bunch of young men who are able to reproduce off the war to get murdered, and then you lower the population, which is what it seems like they want to do,
I really just, when I picked up the last time we did, I think it was about a year ago. Maybe it was for my birthday last year or something, but I can't remember the reading. But I kept on feeling like in the area it was going to stop and start, the Hormuz, that sort of thing. But I just don't know after picking that up today. So, I really hope that we don't go down that pathway, because it's devastating for everyone
It really
involved.
is.
We're all human beings and we're all connected. We all bleed red, right?
Yeah,
Beyond
exactly.
what our cultures are, our skin color, it's just ridiculous.
I
Anyway,
wish more people thought. I wish more people thought. Yeah.
Happy birthday to me. Let's lighten it up.
Yeah, guys, if you're just joining now on, because I see we have like 33
Glasses.
people on YouTube, and I don't know how many on Rumble. We have like a 20 on Rumble or something. Like, wish Chloe a happy birthday. It is her birthday, and she's like I said, she's 20. She's a 20, ripe 23 years
25.
old. So,
That's my little witch doll.
Where'd you get the witches dolls?
I made it. Jason always says, "Show us your witch dolls." Yeah. She's got a broom. Sweep it out. Get a bit of it. Do. Yeah, I'm a bit
that's
weird.
that's something interesting. Why do witches always have brooms? I wonder.
They're sweeping out the bad energy. That's why I've got to sweep the density out, right? So when you're sweeping your house, you're saying out with all the negativity, right? I think I'm just like, I've been called a natural one, right? I kind of know what to do. So when I was young, I used to imagine a golden color, like a golden broom. Thanks everyone for wishing me a happy birthday. And then you sweep the energy out. I did this once when I was young, right? And I think we had a visitor there that was like really dense. I don't know if he had addictions or not, but I did it when I was young. I was sweeping the kitchen and the house. And then he went outside and was throwing up because I was shifting the energy without even realizing it. So yeah, it's not just a broom.
And then they made it portray like that they would ride those brooms, like that was like they made a joke out, but really it's like you said, they were sweeping away the bad energy. That's really interesting, right?
Yeah, because they're healers. It's just being demonized, the whole term. That's why, I was calling myself priestess. I always see myself as a priestess archetype. We were talking about it the other day, but I kind of think I want to like reclaim the word witch because it's a positive thing. It's not negative, We just had, it's like powerful female who has abilities, right? So
it's only bad when it's like manipulated and inverted with black magic. That's when it's like
are you a good witch or a bad witch? So, that was on Wizard of Oz, right? I love that saying. That's so cool. But yeah, it depends on the intention of the person. I never do it. I don't see the point in doing anything dark because it comes back at you. Whatever you put out, it's like a mirror, is going to reflect back to you. So what is the point of bringing like power, control, manipulation? It's only going to come back to you, and it's going to come back 3 times. That's what they say. So when you understand that, you're only in the positive, right? So why would you do negative? Why would you do it? The thing is, I'm kind of thinking of other ways to kind of bring in money. So I want to do art workshops and make dolls, whatever they look like. I might do fairies and things like that. Like, I think it'd be cool. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think outside of the box, basically, because of the financial stuff that I've had, in the recent past. It's like, well, I've got to rethink this because I'm pretty sure they've gone into my emails and my messenger. I don't get messages for like weeks after, like if I get an oracle request, It's like, oh my God, this was last month. How come I only got it now? So there's something going on there, you know. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's have a good day today. Thanks, Jar 8850. Happy birthday,
Yeah,
Chloe. I
you should.
really
A bunch of
appreciate
people were
that.
wishing you happy birthday. Yeah, and
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
and you guys can donate if you guys want to get a reading. I mean, you guys don't have to donate; it's not obligated, but it will help me and Chloe because I'd like to give Chloe something at the end of the night. So, like, I'll put links in to donate, and yeah, and
I don't
Jason's
know
putting
where
them
I
in there
went.
too. So, thank you guys.
Look,
Yeah, but
I don't know
yeah,
if I
let me
press
put
any
the link.
buttons, so I end up disappearing. Yes. So I put this way. So I can't see the comments. So you might, I don't know if you want to put, you know how you can put the comments up on the I've
Yeah,
actually got it. I think it might be streaming to my audience. I'm not quite
it
sure.
is. It is. It's
Oh,
to your Facebook too. Yeah, because I can see
oh
it.
my
Yeah,
God, that's
it
so
worked
cool.
out. It worked.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, incredible. I pressed the button and it worked. Brilliant. That's a really good start. Yeah. Oh,
Anyway, so I guess we could start doing readings. Like, yeah, I put the links for people to donate, and then like,
yeah.
if you just want a reading and you can't donate, just put your name in the chat because that helps the show too. Because it keeps the show going because we need to do readings for people. So okay,
Yeah.
K41 says should like a reading on Rumble. We got you. We'll
Okay.
get. Ann Star, I
K41.
saw. I saw. Let me see. I saw you, Ann Star. I'll get you next. I just missed your. Okay, so the K41's first, and then we'll do Ann Star next. Yeah.
K41. K41. I think she's had a reading from me before. I remember the image. It was like the last person on the last reading, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me just have a bit of water. K41, K41. Let's go. I've got the lovers upside down. Some sort of relationship, male. It's the lovers upside down. So I don't know whether you're contemplating or being in a relationship. Let me just tune into that. Is she in a relationship now? No, but I've got an ambulance going by. Can you hear that? It's really loud.
Yeah, it is.
Right near the road. The lovers upside down. I feel like, okay, let me just tune into it because it is about relationships, I feel. And it's just like something's not working in that department at all. It's like very draining. I've got the 7 of chalices, which, something is draining the coffers. Is it financial? Is it emotional? It's emotional. So it's emotional draining, whoever this person is. Because I've got the lovers, I'm thinking it is kind of relationship. But I'm also feeling there's some healing to do in regards to that past relationship, current relationship, topsy-turvy, backwards and forwards. Master of Flames, it is to do with the male, but it's upside down, see? All the cards are upside down. How does she get everything positive? And she needs to move on. She needs to move on and realize a lot of it was not her fault. Okay. The only fault that she had in regards to that situation. What was that?
I was trying to share the links on my phone, and it's something. It's some crazy ad. Sorry about that. I'm trying to share the
That's
link
okay.
on the. Yeah,
And so
yeah.
how to get it positive, right, is to realize her worth, is what I'm hearing very strongly. Realizing your worth. Just focus on yourself and your own business going forward. And I'm pretty sure the last reading that we did may have been around business. I felt like that. Like she just has to, I want to be really quite blunt. Get her shit together is what I can hear. Just focus on yourself, right? And I think you're guided because I'm doing that as well. That other person, we get brainwashed, I feel like either men or women, that the other person's going to give you wholeness or give you complete you. Oh God, those old daggy rom-coms from the 90s.
I
And there's
remember
a,
those. Yeah.
yeah, you complete me. It's like, that's like why you're with someone that's not healthy. You should be able to complete yourself in your own world with your own friends in your own community before you have another person come in, because they'll respect you for that. Okay, is what I'm getting. So it's really now time to focus on yourself, Kay. All right, that's coming across really strongly. And the benefits of that fruit will be coming in the next couple of years, okay? But you really just got to focus on your own thing. And I don't know, because I remember you, the last reading, it was something like the business, and I could see packages and putting stickers on them and stuff like that. So it's getting your business together, getting all of that done, right? Which you're doing. Just focus on yourself right now. And even if, and I can feel your heart and up, right? Healing the heart. That's how you're going to heal your heart. Have your own life. I feel really like fun now. Like I want to go skating. I want to socialize. I don't know if there's a skating rink around where you are. It's like I'm getting a picture of kind of like roller derby or something. That's interesting. I don't know if she's into that, but it's basically I can see a lot of people and you're skating and it's really fun. Like have a social life, have your own friends, really start building that up. Does that make sense, Kay? All right.
Let me see what she says.
Feels
She
right.
shows she didn't respond yet, but
That's
let me
okay.
see. The next one is oh wait, the next one was Ann Starr, 1492. She says, yeah.
In the year
She said,
1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That
yeah,
year.
right.
Yeah.
And
The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. How programmed is that in school? The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, 1492. Even we learnt that about Christopher Columbus in Australia. Yeah.
wow, yeah. They really spread that one around, right? I mean, and then what we're finding out is that might not even be true now, right? Or like, or
Really?
there was the world was more established. The America was a lot more established than what they said. They said they actually Columbus came here and he founded it, but there was already a lot of people here. There was already like
there were people here.
You know, like the African Americans were already here, and Native Americans,
really?
I think everybody was already here. Like, I think the world was all connected at once. Like, I mean, I could be wrong about this. I don't have any proof about it, but like, it seems like the continents were connected at some point. Like, like that, like Pangea theory.
Pangea,
but also, they say the Columbus thing was a whole like I don't know. I'm not sure, I mean,
it's not, it makes sense. Look at everything else that we know to be sure and to be true is all a lie. So, they like to make it like history, like it really shiny and nothing went wrong. And when most of it conquering another country, was disastrous really for the native population in every one of these countries, okay. Anyway, I'm kind of tuning into the 1492 thing because I can Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I can see like oh wow, it's really cool. I'm on a ship now. Like swear to God, sometimes I don't need the cards. It's like I get the clairvoyance. I'm behind like an ocean liner right now. And it's really fun. And I wonder about that for you, whether it's a holiday for you or if it's a working thing. I wonder if it's a working thing. It's really interesting. It's like I'm on a, what do they call those? Cruises. Like I've never been on one, right? Those cruise liners. Like I'm on a cruise ship right now. I'm on the sort of balcony of a cruise ship. Very fascinating. And I feel like, Ann Starr, have you thought about working on cruise ships? Have you, I don't think you've thought about it. Has she actually worked on cruise ships before? No, I don't think she has. Is this why you're bringing it forward, Spirit, that I'm on a cruise ship right now? I'm literally, it's so vivid. I've got the bubbles on the back in the ocean as the cruise liner is going forward. Let me get a bit more about that, Ann Starr. Reflection. Possibilities that you haven't thought about. I feel like it's a divine, something on your path that's divinely coordinated. And as I'm talking about this, let me just get her guides in here. Higher self. It's something on your path. It's really, when it's so random like that, right? The 1492 and it's taking me along the path behind the boat on the cruise ship, right? There's something something aligned that is coming on your path, right? Look, we've got the higher self here, and look, she's in the water. And it's on your path. 3 orbs. I know. Tell me a bit more about that, Spirit, about that. Is it a circumstance in the past? That's why you got reflection. She needs to think about it. You're opening up an awareness for her because it's not something that she would usually think about. Now, is it a holiday? No. Is it something that is a business opportunity or going on cruise ships? You know, a lot of people make a lot of money when they're on cruise ships as like entertainers. You
Wow.
know, like
Yeah.
you're on the cruise ship and you're there for weeks and it's really fun and you entertain people. I wonder about that for her because now I'm on stage and I can see someone playing the piano. What is
Wow.
this about? I'd like Anne Starr to like, you know, she'd be like, what is this lady talking about? But it was like over the next following 3 weeks or 3 months, I feel that there will be an opportunity that you cannot ignore, is what I'm hearing as a full sentence, right? So it's an opportunity that you cannot ignore. It is to do with water and boats, right? So there's water in both of these, and see off in the distance. And with the lightning strike there, it's a destiny. So this is destiny here. There's a part of your path, universal 3. Okay, universal pathway. Yeah. Think about it. Cruise ships, opportunity, boats. Don't know if it's somewhere in Europe or if it's somewhere in the US. Is it in Europe anyway? Go to Europe. This is so fascinating. What an interesting life. Now, it's something that I wouldn't really think about doing. But God, I'd probably make a lot of money if I was on a cruise ship doing oracle readings and stuff. Actually,
That would
now
be
I'm thinking
cool.
about it. It's not something that I would usually think about. You know, I think it's hard to get a visa when you're our age, like your late 40s kind of thing. Is it?
I have a passport, you know, I know that. I mean, I
So
can
do
go,
I.
you know, but I mean, I don't know about a visa. Like, is it hard really? Is it like to move to another country or for real?
I think if
Or
you've
do
got
you,
quite a bit of money and you want to buy a property and that sort of thing, it might be easier. But I think because of like medical and stuff like that, they're really a bit apprehensive. But I don't know. I'm not an expert, right? I'm not an immigration lawyer. I wouldn't have a clue. I know there's a lot of people that come to our country, my country, like Australia, and there's a lot of that going on that you can't even talk about. Otherwise, you get
yeah, right.
deemed a certain word that I can't even talk about, which is just so ridiculous. Anyway, back to Anne Starr. That's it. Have something to reflect on that. There's something really interesting that's coming forward on your path that you would never, it's not really something that you'd really think that was part of your opportunity, but it's like I'm getting an ancestor, like an ancestor, male, a father, a grandfather who's guiding you towards that fate. It is a part of your fate. Yeah. It's like set in your path. Like when before we come into this incarnation, it's like a contract that we sign. So, yep, this is going to be a part of it. Yeah.
Well, that was a great. She wanted to know if there was a future for her and Mike. Do you see a future for her and Mike?
Oh, was that the question?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, she kind of put that in late. You know, I just figured I'd ask. You know, like see what if you feel anything on that. You know.
Well, it's already come through. I'm just going to go. Usually they just give me it's the highest priority for you right now, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can work on the ship together. I don't know. It's something there. Really just have your ears open. Like, and I bet you there's going to be conversations that you have with people, whether it's like a house party. I'm getting houseboat. I don't know what that is about. Something about you and water. I'd wonder if you're a water sign or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say things and then people give me messages like, months or weeks later going, oh my God, this happened. And they're like blown away. When it's so random and specific like that, I trust it completely. It's like, yep. You know what I'm
And she's
saying?
being called. Like, she's being called on a cruise ship. You think she should take a cruise then? Like, maybe.
I don't feel like it's holiday. I feel like there's something working, like a work opportunity or something with boats and being on the water, right? And the fact that I had such a very strong clairvoyance in going into the back of the ship, like it's like a cruise ship. Then I'm on I'm walking along, like when you bilocate or remote view. So I do a bit
Yeah.
of both when I do my global grid investigations. Like I'm now walking on the side of the ship and there's some ropes there. And yeah, okay.
Wow, that was great.
All
That was
right.
a great
She's
reading.
like,
Yeah.
I feel like a bit like that's so random, but just it's something that's come through very strongly. So I'll leave it with you, Anne. Okay. Is there other people that want a reading?
Yeah, we got a bunch of people. There's a
Okay.
couple of people that we had one donation PayPal. This was Arno, and let me see
Oh,
here.
I
He's
know,
let me
Rainbow
find.
Flame Wizard.
Yeah, and he said also to send you some love too because he said for your birthday, you know. So
Oh, thank you,
um,
Rainbow Flame. He was on the show last night as well. It's good support. I love it. Thank you. And he's on your show too, right?
yeah, he's on
I
all the
PayPal'd
time.
you, Rob. Did you receive? Yeah, he's had a few readings for me. Rainbow Flame Wizard is a healer, right? That's his pathway. He's just kind of getting it all together. He's like working in one job and then slowly going into another. I do. We've had quite a few readings, so I know Rainbow Flame's energy, right? So coming up on the pathway, what's happening for you? Nine of Chalices, right? Abundance and emotional. This is a really good card to have, right? Look at this guy. He's just surrounded by, like,
The
he's
chalices.
happy. Yeah, but it's like wealth, but it's also emotional, like satisfaction and happiness, right? It's really nice. I can hear girlfriend, happy with girlfriend, emotional. We're talking emotional here now. I am getting this energy though too, because I always connect with him. He's really connected to a high dimensional energy, and it's about filling up his soul with his own higher self soul light as well. And I just feel like I'm filled with light and emotionally very happy. So it's a really good time. Love it. But because he's a healer, he's really connected to his higher self and higher source. Okay. Bit worried about how he's going to do the healing and transition from one like job to another. But understanding his path towards healing is to heal thyself first, right? And at the same time, you start learning from different practitioners, not just one, you'll learn from quite a few and see how they work. You start understanding that just the way that I'm doing the oracles, people learn from it, because I love being a teacher. I see myself as a teacher. That's why I'm always saying I did this and this is how I worked and then I saw this. So I'm like teaching in a way, you know what I am teaching, you know. So it's the heal thyself first. He's got adept at chalices, but it's upside down. There's a lot of water there.
Well,
So
that's
it's
cool.
and yeah, look at that. Isn't this cool? I have to probably say what the cards are. I've worked with them before. They're the Syrian Starseed Tarot. They're quite cool. I like it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like those.
And you know, I don't do the traditional way of tarot reading, right? Like Matthew does
Yeah.
the traditional kind of style. Or I do more working clairvoyantly, clairaudiently, like a medium does, because I am a medium, right? So and then I get the spirit world coming in, you know what I mean? So it's a bit different. So I go on the
Yeah.
pictures, right? So that's what I feel like with that. It's about walking on the path and getting your own healing and realizing, oh, we did that blue color. Like when we actually did a session, and he's got the energy of bluebell, right? So this is this blue color. So it's about excavating all the, we can say density or emotions out of the system so we can come to a place of wholeness, right? And abundance will come eventually because of it. It's really positive, right? That's the step towards doing the healing, being a healing practitioner yourself. Is actually need to go to a few different people, right, to see what your style is, because you've got a very unique style that will come into, I can hear, fruition. But it's just about right now it's a learning phase, doing your own healing, and then you've got the abundance card. Look at that, and look at the blue. There's definitely blue flame energy here. I know you said rainbow flame, but you've got this beautiful blue Christos color, and that really does connect with you. Yeah, your own style of healing, being able to walk with people through the darkness of the depths of emotions and out the other side, right? Again, very good. Keep on doing what you're doing. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that was great.
Yeah,
That was amazing. That was an amazing
thanks,
reading.
Rainbow. Yeah.
We got a couple people who donated. So, but Mike had a couple questions. So I'll do Mike's super chats first. He was next. He has two. He says, can you have her double check on my SSP and tell her happy birthday? And then he said again, he said, hey Rob, can you ask her her guides about an experience that happened in 2006 about a portal that opened up and a pretty girl came out and did it with her.
What was the did it with her part?
I guess he, I guess he had sex with some kind of ET or something, I mean, I don't know, some angel,
Did
like
he have
some like
coitus with a non-human intelligence? Is
you
that
know,
what
like
we're
they,
talking
I hear
about
these
here?
non-human intelligence, they get freaky, you know what I mean? They like,
Well, if you're part of the hybridization program or something like that, they actually do want your ovum and or sperm, so then they can do all the like
Wait,
freaky DNA
Colin is
stuff.
so funny from Water's View. He says, "What?"
We shouldn't be laughing. This
That's
could be a very
hilarious.
serious thing, and I know.
And our Bell fan says it sounds like a succubus. It could be, Mike. You got to watch out for that. Those succubuses are
Let's
they're
have a look on that.
they're tricky bitches.
2006. Yeah.
Excuse my language. Yeah.
Well, there is that element of entities that are succubus, right? But this feels like, let me just tune into it, right? Because this could be wholesome experience is what I'm getting. Was it a wholesome experience? I do feel like it's exactly what we talked about already, about hybridization program. I'm actually getting in front of my clairvoyance a being. Here we go. It's got really bright blue eyes that are quite large. She looks like a hybrid, actually. And I'm just going to tune into that. Is this the woman? Is this a child? Oh God. All right. I'd be looking into maybe getting some hypnotherapy in regards to some hidden things that you're not quite aware of. And this is why you're asking me as an oracle, but I can't give you all of the information because it's something that you have to seek for yourself. It's a part of the experience. I do feel like I can see you actually under hypnosis as I'm speaking. And I can see you having these recollections and there's emotions that need to be your guides are saying bring forth with. You've got a very old-fashioned guide that is here, so our guides, angels and ancestors are here, and you've bring forth with. It's so old-fashioned, but that's one of your guides coming through and saying he needs to bring it forth with, is what I'm hearing. Got a very posh like guide here. He's yeah, my personality is changing. He's kind of wanting to come through, but he's a wise one, actually. He's a wise oracle, like a druidic wizard character. He's like a master healer of yours. This is your journey, similar to Arno, right? This is your journey of healing and seeking, right? I can't give you all the answers only because it has to come from within yourself. You actually have to go under hypnosis. I can see a being. It's female. It appears to be not quite human. We've got human DNA there, but we've got other DNA that's coming through. I'm going to show you the cards. Seeker of Flames. It should be like this way, right? We've got Sekhmet there, and then we've got these fires, but both of these are upside down. So we need to go deep into the subconscious here and seek out the wisdom within for you. Very, very old-fashioned guide that you have. Seek forth with. He's coming through quite strong. He wants to speak through. He says, you signed up for this. Seek forth with. You need to go in and hear your experience. It's very important. There's a story there. 10 of Flames. And again, it's like this is a part of your journey to sort of a higher mind and higher energies and information that will bring forth to help humanity, like many of you star seeds are. Many of you star seeds are bringing information forth that will, gosh, what is this personality coming through? This is what your guide, very wise, very wizardry. And when you've got a master guide like that, This is you claiming your own wizardry, okay? And inner knowledge through the pathways that you seek within. The answers are within, dear one. Do not seek it outside of yourself. And then we're going back to the seeker of flames here. This is what we tend to do. We seek the information outside of ourselves, but actually it's all within yourself. There's a lot of interesting information there. I would definitely seek out a quantum hypnosis practitioner. That little, it appears to be a hybrid, very bright blue eyes and very large eyes. So, you know, it's not quite human. Yeah. So,
I got to put up this comment. This is hilarious. Another question. This is from Eric. I missed this one. He says, Rob, what about we open up a cosmic sperm bank for donation? I mean, you know,
who's going to run
right?
that? I'd be worried about who's running it, you know.
Someone from the SSP, you know. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm sure someone from the SSP would just step up for that, you know.
Well, I think there's
I don't know, like
we've got to understand that the sperm and ovum, we've got, they say that we have 22 strands of like royal gold alien DNA in our strands, hence why they're coming in and you know, getting that resource. Unfortunately, the mantids, they're very high biological engineers, and they love to seek out our DNA for their own purposes, right? Whitley could run it.
What he means, Whitley Strieber, remember? Because Whitley Strieber got probed in the ass by an alien, or supposedly. That's the story. I feel bad, you know, like that guy's been through so much. Like he like, you know, think about it, like he came out with his abduction story, and then like they made a joke about him on South Park like years later. You know, it's like it was kind of messed up. Like, you know, I reached out to him for an interview. I tried to get him on. He won't come on my show.
Is his book Communion? And it's got
that's the one that flipped everybody's lid. Yeah.
I read that way like maybe 20 years ago. I read it.
Yeah, I have it too. Yeah. I have. Yeah, it's a good. Actually he's a good writer. You know what I mean? If it's you know,
it's a good book. It's really interesting. I've got this book that I picked up on like a flea market, like a market sale, and I've got to get around to reading it. So
that's Bill Tompkins. I love that. Yeah. There's 3 volumes to that. There's
is there?
There's like, you know, because when Andrea Martin came.
Sorry, I met this guy at a campsite, and I was doing like a consciousness market up in near the Sunshine Coast, and I stayed at this like I stayed in my car at this sort of campground so I could save costs, and met this old dude who was like telling me, he just, you know, people gravitate towards you, right? When you're open-minded and you're an experiencer and you're right into this subject, people kind of feel it in your biofield. Anyway, this old guy was saying, he was talking about yowies and how he'd seen a yowie. That's our Australian Sasquatch. So he was telling me this story about 20 years prior to that, like he was in his 70s, that he'd seen this Sasquatch, like this yowie, just walk right in front of him. But it appeared, and he was with a mate, and the guy and the yowie walked past, and then kind of like, you know how they can stop time and time space continuum, like they've got abilities and powers. It like streaked past him and then appeared over to the left side, like 7 foot tall, furry, like yowie. Yeah, so he told me that story. So at that book place, then I saw this in the bookshelf and I picked it up. And I think there's some information in there for me, because I've got, from our childhood, there's a story that I was telling James, and you can go into Switchboard, into the second part, not the first part. The first part, I'm going a little bit surface level, but the second part where you have to subscribe, I go deeper. But I talk about how my family has had experiences with the Nordics, and under hypnosis I've had the Nordic and a little reptilian amphibian being take me when I was about 14 years of age on a ship, right? So yes, I'm an abductee, and multiple abductees, happened quite a few times, and used for my telepathic abilities. You know, it seems to be the common theme, using people for their telepathic abilities and the ability to open up portals. Like, why can't they do it themselves? It's very strange, isn't it? Like, you see the same story over and over again.
I
right?
think it's because the people that are able to do that are able to open up portals like yourself. I think you come from a
Yeah,
certain bloodline, and I really think
yeah,
that, and I think like that, like like especially with the more that you're finding out with your family and stuff like that, like
yeah.
like I would absolutely
The
say that
Kennedy
you're
link.
probably
Yeah.
yeah
The
yeah
Kennedy link, yeah, like facts. They're facts. My granddad, Albus Kennedy, he's my biological grandfather, and I've talked to the Kennedys over in New Zealand, and, it's for some reason all this healing went on when I went on the DNA ancestry. People are really freaked out about it, but I just had a feeling it will be all right, because it actually did for me coming up and like coming onto their sort of radar, the Kennedys over in New Zealand. It was like really healing for them for some reason. And they said, we know about your father's unique family, because they're a bit posh, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, do I get inheritance anywhere? No.
that would be dope if you did,
Please.
right? I mean,
Wouldn't it be great? I'm just like the rebel Kennedy outside but all the rest have like political like positions, Anyway, just
so are
laugh
you
about it.
are you related to RFK Jr. in a way? Like, would he be
Well,
like a
yeah,
second or
it's
third cousin?
yeah, we're like that. So we know about the Boston newspaper. That's what we know about. Like, so he had a Boston newspaper, right? A newspaper. So
Holy
apparently,
shit!
I heard stories in the family like he was a drunk or something like that, right? And obviously, a woman chaser, chasing women, runs in the family. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was a marriage outside of it was what do you call those, out of wedlock, back in 1928. So
Yeah.
both these families, I think, were drawn together on a summer vacation, and it happened. And I think it was by design. That's my thoughts on it. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, they seem to like these the bloodline families, and the mixtures and all of that. So yeah. So I don't claim anything to like the Kennedy throne. It's like your American royalty. So no wonder I'm always drawn to like having US friends, and I've been to America, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird, eh?
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
do?
What was okay? Let me see here. So okay, let me see here. Let's see what's who's next. Kiki Erica's next because she donated, so I got to get to her. Wait, let me see where she is. Like, I'll just pull up any comments. So, because I don't want to. This is her. She was laughing about the whole thing from earlier. She, like, what? She pretty picture, yeah.
Yes. Is she your type? Sorry.
I mean, maybe I don't know.
Hey, Kiki, yo, yo. Welcome to the show. She's laughing. She's got a good sense of humor. We don't know about that. I felt like it was a deep emotional thing for the person before. So respectfully, it's something that is it can be quite jarring emotionally to have that as a memory, but it is up to him to explore it, Okay. So Kiki wants a reading. Kiki 222. Music's coming through. Kiki 222. Is she into music? It's like do 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 do, kind of like doof music coming through.
like a rave, like a rave,
Yeah, I
or
feel like I'm in a rave. Kiki 2222222. Tell me about music. DJ or something like that. I wonder about this. I'm seeing it with headphones too, and I'm getting that do 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 kiki do 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 do. It's a music coming in my head. I think the word karma. Karma is seen as like it can be like things that you put out in the world that reflect back to you. Ooh, what's that music coming through? You're putting your music on. Kiki do 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 do.
I played that because you said music, like it won't.
Kiki, have you thought about? I feel like I don't know whether she's thought about this or not. I see her with headphones on, and I see her. There's a record. There's music coming through, like a lot of music coming through right now. Yeah. Karma, Indigo chart. I'm loving the music that I'm hearing. Have you explored that, Kiki? Have you explored music? You're an indigo. You've got music in you. And are you aware of it? Tell me about that. If you're not aware of it, I'd be getting those some DJ decks, some decks in front of you. There's music, so much music coming in. I wonder if she studied like here we have like sound and audio engineering, like community college kind of thing, right? There's a pathway for you. There's definitely a pathway for you in regards to music. And I wouldn't say this to everyone because it's a bloody hard industry to get involved in, right? But this skill set may even take her overseas because I'm getting this as karma, right? And I can see the lotus there. And I feel and I'm drawn to Southeast Asia when I bring that up. And I feel like India, I feel like Goa, I feel like, oh, that's true. If I'm getting a massive big like goosebumps there, it's like you are on the money, girl. Like this is it. Yeah, the music was so cool though that I was hearing. I probably can't even do it that well, you know what I mean? But I like a bit of music too. Like I like to play on my piano and music comes through me as well. So no wonder it's kind of like the doorway, like I see this doorway opening up and all this like downloads of creativity and music, and it's alchemy through your music, whether it be either it's like your music is like sound healing for people. So I can hear the music, really cool music, right? Like kind of like psytrance kind of thing, right? And then there's like words that get said over the top of it, so it's like cosmic. It's very cosmic what she says. The answers are within you. There's like someone who goes, the answers are within you. Boom, 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 boom. And it's like a crowd of people. It's true. It's taking over me. So it's like I have to say it, right? Bringing dark to light, right? See, and it's like the globe as well. And you travel to these different parts of the world. See the little dots there? Like she goes here, she goes here, she goes here. And it's about just really getting into it, right? It's like I see her standing up and going, oh, right, that's my purpose. Because I felt like you've been a bit lost about things. I'd really start doing some DJing, getting some decks. Yeah, if you're not already doing that. Does that make any sense at all? Even it's just a hobby to begin with, right? Yeah.
Maybe it might not be now, but it could be down the road. Like it could in a couple weeks of time, like it could make perfect sense. You know what I mean? It could be, I think sometimes that's what happens with people, you know, like
100%. It was similar to the cruise idea before, right?
You never know what this life's going to bring you, right? Like things could change like this in a day. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the craziest thing about life. Like, you know, it's like
it brings always community. Yeah, it brings community. People are dressed up in alternative outfits, right? You know, the whole psytrance kind of festival thing.
Yeah.
Right? And she's got cool clothes on. There's a girl there and she's really cool. She's dressed in like this, looks like a Hessian sack, but like really creative, and it's like piercings, you know, that scene. There's a scene there for her. Has she wondered and thought about that? Okay, music is coming, whatever way, shape, and that looks, is coming for you. It's about you embracing it, not believing the haters, right? Don't believe the people that are like, oh, you know, you can't make any money from music. They're just like really basic thinkers, okay? So don't give any credence to any of the people. In fact, I'd probably keep it to yourself like I do. I've learnt that discernment now. Anything that I'm doing, that I'm planning, maybe something big, I keep it to myself. You have to. Yeah, I didn't tell anyone that I was going to America. There's no way. Because I'd already tried it out, right? I tried it out. I trialed it like the year before that, and I was telling a few people, and they were so negative about it. Because people were so scared to travel, right? Because so we had that in the news and everything about going to America, that we were going to be like strip searched. That's what everyone thought. That's why you don't see many Australians over there. One, it's like very expensive to go over there, but like there was all this propaganda to say that if you do come to America, then we'll check your social media. And I was like, well, that's the end for me. Like social media. So, but you, it was optional whether you put that on the visa. I was like, it's optional. Yeah, everything's good. I ended up getting in. So there you go. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
Kiki, Kiki, two. Like it.
The next person is Janet Paul. And I'll just put up a random comment. She says, Rob's getting a package. Wait till you see it. Okay, so she sent me a package. I think it has something to do
Oh,
with she won't tell me exactly what it is, but it has something to do with the
oh,
alien autopsy and the Betty and Barney Hill abduction. Like I think it's
really?
something that I can put in like the background
Like
or
a
something. I don't know
star
what it
map?
is. I don't
Like a
know. Yeah.
star map? I remember
It's
I did some group thing with that, and it was like a remote viewing class I did way back, and then it was Betty and Barney Hill, and what I got from that, or without even knowing what the target was star map. So a map of all the stars and where they went. So wow, I don't know if let's what is in the package. You don't know what's in
she
the
won't tell
package.
me. She won't tell me. I guess it'll be here in a few days. Andromeda. I got you. You're on the list. So Andromeda and Nathan are
So
next. So
cool.
like Andromeda and Nathan switch after Janet. You guys are next. Like, and then and then I think K wonder. Oh, we did K. Okay. So like if I
Okay.
missed you, if I missed anybody, like for example, like we got one donation from Chael DeFrancis, but like I'm not sure if he wanted to read it. He or she wanted to read it. All she wrote, or he or she wrote, was "Happy birthday, Chloe," and then she says, "Kudos, Rob." Like so, like I'm not
Oh, thank
sure,
you.
and I'm not sure who that person is in the chat. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, like Kiki said thank you, by the way, but
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I feel like she stands up and she's like, "Oh, I've got my purpose." It's like I like doing that. It seems to be a thing lately that I'm helping people on sort of getting on their path and getting to their purpose, because it can be really confusing, especially when you're not listening to your own intuition and you're listening to family or friends who are like giving you those limiting thoughts, like, oh no, you can't do that. Like, yes, you can. I realized that when I traveled down from far north Queensland and I was going towards a cyclone, but in every person along the way was like, are you crazy, you're going towards a cyclone? I'm like, she'll be right, mate. Like, and I was right, I was fine. It was just a lot of like a big storm. Basically, it wasn't as bad as what
Whoa.
the news was saying, but if I listened to every person along the way that I was getting petrol, I'd be like, oh, I better go. And, but you just have to trust your own intuition. It really comes down to that. Everyone's got thoughts about things, but trust yourself, right? And what you like. I just love seeing Kiki again with the headphones, and so cool. All right, who's next?
And we got a couple people. Okay, Janet. She was next. Janet Paul. She was next, but
Ah,
I don't think she had a question. Just a reading.
it's like a
I'll just pull up her
UFO
name
with a
for
little.
any.
There's a UFO. There's like I see a UFO with a little alien inside. Woo rider. Ha ha ha. What does she want? Does she want a reading, Janet
Yeah,
Paul?
just a regular
Yes.
reading. Yeah.
Regular reading. I see her holding flowers in a field. It's so pretty and it's really nice. And I see her smelling the flowers, taking this time to rest, rejuvenate. And I feel it feels really good. It's like finally I can, and I see how when I tune into people's energies, right? You see how the energy shifts. Like before, like you can see how my energy is shifting, right? I'm very calm now. I'm very like divine justice is coming finally to you. Okay, look at the beautiful rainbow. Um, it's like I was once blind, but now I see. I'm in a field with flowers. I look like a little child in a field of flowers, but I'm very grounded and I can see things for what they are. I can see for what they are. You're coming to a really nice place of contemplation and stillness inside. And it's like a spiritual awakening, but it's an awareness that is coming to you now. I don't know if this is a guide or not. I feel quite angelic as I'm talking. I feel like it's a guide coming through. She's finally at a point where she can rest and relax. Feels like it's been really busy, and really quite, I don't know if I want to say the word traumatic, but it's like, don't worry, the time for you to rejuvenate and rest is coming up, okay? And it's like, not, again, the seeker of orbs is this, right? Not seeking outside of yourself, seeking that stillness within. And I really like the feeling that I'm getting as I'm talking to you. It's like meditation, coming to a really good place within, you know? I like it. So I just want a little bit more clarification on that. Are you a creative person? I wonder if she ends up getting into creativity, because it's like I'm looking at the seeker of orbs. It's a potentiality for her. We want to talk about the potentiality for her. I've got some cousins who are like really good at like anime and Japanese anime and stuff like that. They're actually quite well known. My cousins made Fruit Ninja and Jetpack Joyride, right? So I'm wondering about her and like these anime characters. Oh, it's coming through really quite interesting. And a bit more about that. Same thing. Right now, rest and rejuvenate. You've been through a really harrowing time, is the word. Come to a place of contemplation within yourself. It's a really nice energy. And you can hear it in my voice. My cant has changed. And I'm really nice and like still. Contemplation, healing, rest and rejuvenation is really important for you now, because you've been through a bit of a hard time, okay? We've gone through the density, and now we're morphing that, we're transmuting that from lead to gold, the philosopher's stone and alchemy, from using your experience of that density and lead and turning it into gold, turning lead into gold. That's what I can hear. Very good. Wisdom, a lot of wisdom from the experience, and really nice. You can hear how my energy is changing every time I talk to someone. It's good for people to see that as you're connecting in. It's like reading what your own body is doing as you're connecting to people, right? Okay. Yeah, feels good. I like it. Finally, I feel like finally. God, that's for her. It's divine justice. I feel like I don't really want to go into what her stuff is, but it may have been stuff to do with kind of court and, you know, I don't know, there's stuff like, ugh, yuck. But now it's good. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm hearing. I feel like you come to a really good place. You come to a really good place finally. Do you know Janet, Paul? You? No?
I know Janet. I know her. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know her. I've never met her in person, but I mean I've had conversations with her on the internet. Yeah, I mean I'll see if she responds.
And it also, if you want like a bit more of, I like to get a bit of, like I've got the energy, I can do a generalized reading, but it's going to be general, right? So if you want a bit more clarity on a certain aspect of that, then, but that's fine. We've only got a certain amount of time and certain people, to feel happy birthday to me.
Yeah, happy birthday to Chloe, guys. It's her birthday. I took a couple blasts off my weed pen. Okay, so
birthday.
Oh, you got
I
got some.
I'm just spraying rose around me. I love roses are a really high frequency to put. The elderly ladies, they love rose and a bit of lavender, because they kind of know that is something that raises your frequency and like makes you feel happy and optimistic, and it does.
You know what this is?
Sage,
this is
yeah.
See what that says? Can you see what it says?
Ghosts be gone.
Yeah, and it's like herbs, and it's like it's like a potion.
That's
I don't
know. Oh, fantastic! What's it got in it? Bay leaves. I saw bay leaves there.
Probably. I mean, like let's look.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it's got like a mix of
yeah, bay leaves in there, or sage. It'd be a bit of sage too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sage, clearing the density. Like, it's important if you're doing any sort of energy work or even working in some capacity that you clear your field, especially like you're an empath like me. So you soak up, even if it is with people on a show, You can, because you're right in that energy and talking to that person, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the Andromedan's gonna murder me if I don't get him next, because he's been
Oh my
asking over and over
God.
again. So like, I mean, like he'll get pissed,
Horrible.
So like, so so with the Andromedan's next, he wants a
Gee whiz, there's a
multidimensional
lot there.
galactic and
I'll try my best. It says multi-dimensional galactic SSP, and also I wonder if I have a grimoire reading. So that's like thought forms created into sort of an avatar. That's what grimoire means. Well, there's a lot. I have only 2 arms. I'm not an octopus. So, in saying that, something about the octopus. Okay. What is that about the octopus? So I've got an animal, the octopus, coming in, highly intelligent, having many arms, to do many things. Like the energy I've got for you, Andromeda, is like a jack of all trades, but a master of nothing. I really can't stand that saying, but that's what I used to get called all the time for many years, because I'm good at many things. But like, it's like, how do I get to a place of like, using all my things that I have, to benefit humanity, is what I'm getting. I love your Arcturian galactic connection, and I've got like a desk in front of me. I'm in a room, and I wonder about, because you've been through quite a lot of, I would say, targeting and trauma, and you're coming eventually out the other side. It's been good being a part of Rob's show, because it's a part of like coming in tune with what you actually really know, your galactic heritage, right? And I feel like I'm saying perfectly the right thing about that, because it's funny because I said octopus is what came through, but sometimes those grimoire, you've asked for a grimoire, you've actually asked for it, and you've got the octopus come through. Octopus is highly intelligent and protective, because I'm getting the spray of like, you know how squids or octopus spray that black ink, right? The octopus is your totem. I can say the octopus is your totem. So there's gifts. You're a gifts of intelligence, and having like being a jack of all trades is okay. You don't have to be a master of one thing. You can be a jack of all trades. It's really helpful to you. Let me have a look and feel into that. 7 of crystals. And I get the similar thing here. Like we've got the 7 of crystals. We've got all these options. We've got all these things in front of the carpet. It's just like, which one do I focus on? Let me just have a feeling. Does he need to focus on one thing, or is it okay to focus on many? Yeah, don't believe what others say. It's actually okay to have many things that you can rely upon. It's like, seriously, someone who can even fix things, like a tradie kind of person. He's got those skill sets. I don't know if he understands this, but he's got an awareness of his whole galactic heritage. It's about being in this reality, not jumping too much into other realities if he wants to get ahead on his pathway. Building those friendships that were lost, I can hear, is a part of the coming future too. Rebuilding friendships. Okay, and when I've had a reading with Andromedan before, I've got like eventually, okay, along your healing pathway, similar to the person before, you need to do is about getting in and doing different healing modalities for yourself, right? Seeing which one works, and perhaps even doing that for yourself eventually, becoming a practitioner of some description. Is what I'm getting. I'm seeing someone on a massage table and kind of like acupressure and acupuncture, that sort of thing, right? I would definitely call myself a jack of all trades, but I've learnt to master my clairvoyance, and I use my clairvoyance in oracles. I use my clairvoyance in healings as well, which has been really helpful. Let me get a bit more insight onto the SSP stuff. Uncovering the truths within you. There is some sort of deep subconscious things and different circumstances, and even like, we talk about being an experiencer. I feel like you've had a few different paranormal experiences, right? even he is such a jack of all trades, because I'm getting different pictures of different things that he's interested in. It's like, I wonder if I want to be a paranormal investigator, that sort of thing. Do you know Andromedan very well? Yeah, he's on your
He's
show a
been
lot.
watching my show for a long time. He's been watching my
Yeah,
show since, I believe, my old show, or not my old show,
yeah,
but my old channel. You know what I mean? He was one of the people on there, and he came
yeah,
back. You know, like, which is cool. Like, that's cool that he likes to watch me. You know, like I
yeah.
appreciate. You know what I mean? Like,
He's
you know,
got a
like
lot of interests and a lot of skill sets, right? I don't know if he's
yeah.
aware of that, because sometimes you can get a bit bummed or down a bit or depressed about it. And it's like, don't worry about what the world says. It's important that you've got all these skill sets.
Can
And
I
I
tell you
wonder,
something?
yeah,
I always tell him that he should start, because he's in a lot of other people's chats. Like, he knows
yeah,
so much. Like, he has so much
yeah,
information. Like, he should
yeah,
just like come out with a YouTube channel. You know, like, I keep telling
yeah,
him he should do it. Like, I think everybody today has a YouTube channel. I mean, it's kind of getting
yeah, I've got
saturated,
one.
but like, but what I'm saying is, like, he could have one
Yeah,
easily, right? Like, I mean, like, he's a,
yeah.
you know, whatever's stopping him from doing it, I think he should just get past it and do it. You know?
Yeah, because look at this. There's 8 of orbs, and look at the person there. They're looking at like the river here. It's like some subconscious stuff. Like he's been down the healing path, but he's also, through going to your shows, it's self-discovery. And I wonder about paranormal investigation and maybe having a show around that. Like the paranormal is his thing. Scared of starting something. What are you scared of? Like, I feel like you have inspired a lot of people to start their own YouTube channel. I think in mine as well. Like, I had TKB and Matt before they started their YouTube channel following me. And when I got like the whole YouTube, I had quite a few subscribers. And when I lost that channel because of, what happened, I
Yeah.
inspired other people to pick it up. I now see there's another subscriber that I used to have. He has his own YouTube channel as well, because we're just everyday people who are just having a go at it, right?
Yeah.
And people enjoy what we talk about. So,
Yeah.
it's good to be an inspiration to other people. And I feel that's what you've done for an Andromedan. Okay. Yeah. And I can feel like, and I just want to say something from, it feels like a grandfather or a father energy. It's like someone wants to kick you up the butt and get a move on and do it. Don't worry about what people say about it. Okay. It's more like your own insecurities. Don't worry about it. Just start doing it. Right. That's an ancestor of yours on the male side who's wanting to get you motivated. Does that make sense, Andromedan? Yeah.
And also, like, just to give them a little tip, like, you don't even have to have your face on video for like
No, you
people think
don't.
of all kinds of creative ways. Like they'll play a
Yeah.
video and they'll have like images playing, and then their voice will be in the background and they're talking. Those videos get really big. Like, or like they'll have an
Jason-
automated voice, you know,
yeah.
like, and stuff.
Jason's just started his he did the shark video, but he's done another video, Jason, Missing Time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
He did one with worms and missiles. It was a really good one.
That was really cool. I actually stayed and I was watching it, like these UFOs, and I think it's from the congressional UFO kind of, revealing, right? But I'm not
Yeah.
sure where he got it from. I assume it's from there, but it's like the dripping UFOs on like a volcano. It's actually really fascinating.
That's
right?
insane.
So
Yeah.
he's not showing his face. He's got some weird little hands there. But everyone get to Jason's channel if you want. You need some more subscribers.
Check out Jason's video, Orbs versus Missiles. It's sick. It's a live stream, so you go to the live videos.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything he's talking about is great for a YouTube channel, right? Multidimensional, galactic, SSP, and like all of it. The paranormal. I feel like there's a thing about paranormal investigation for him. Okay, you have to be a jack of all trades when you're running your own YouTube channel, right? Because you have to have an interest in a lot of things. You got to understand what people are talking about and come to a place of relationship, right? Yeah, connection.
Yeah.
Why is everything gone quiet? Everything went really quiet. Can you feel that?
I don't know. I'm just having fun,
Everything's gone really quiet. I get really I've noticed that when I've done shows with other people, it's like we've got visitors. Whoa.
Oh,
who are
you think we
watching
do?
us. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because everything literally goes still. I've always had that paranormal experience. Like everything literally goes quiet. Like I've got a big highway outside of here. That shouldn't be the fact that everything goes quiet. There might be a break in between traffic, but it was just this moment where everything was silent. And I've noticed that it's like Somebody's listening from the other worlds. Somebody might be listening for the other worlds from Andromeda and saying, okay, he needs this kick up the butt, actually. Get on there, do it. Don't show your face. Just talk about stuff that's interesting. Because the thing is, like, when me and Missy were talking the other day, and I always go back to this, like David Wilcox, right, came in spirit as we were talking about this show that we were going to, the global grid work investigations, right? And he's like, great, guys. You know, his energy, right? Right. We need more people. Yeah. Okay, great. It's great what you're doing. And I'm like, why is David Wilcox here? But he wants more people to stand up and do that. So it's not just one person, right, on this pyramid that becomes like a bright shining light and has all this information. It's about all of us standing up together and doing it, so not one person gets picked off. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's nothing to be afraid of. There's plenty of us out there doing it, but we just need more people to stand up and do it for themselves. We can be an inspiration, you know. Yeah.
It's just Andromeda says lower dimensional topics, paranormal, supernatural cryptids are not my type of lower dimensional topics.
Well, what do you want to talk about? The higher benevolence only?
Dude, he's funny. Like I think that shit's funny. Like it's like I know he's being serious, but that's also funny too, because it's like he comes out of nowhere with that. You know, it's like he could be like the galactic comedian or something. I'll
ask him this now. Is he an experiencer? Has he experienced a lot of paranormal phenomena? Answer that question. If it is a yes, which I feel it is a yes, your experience from going and experiencing that and coming out the other end is gold, is valuable to a lot of people, because of, you know, just like you've had the experiences with entities. It's like, I've tried this, I've tried that. It's a part of your teaching pathway. Strangely, these beings are teaching you how to connect, how to battle, spiritual warrior battle. And I'm very vocal about what I went through in the last couple of years, which was like next level, unbelievable. But again, they wouldn't be doing that to me if I wasn't a threat of light that was going to wake up people or inspire people in some way to start their own channels, right? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like we can have a snowball effect on people. Like you know, like the amount of people that we reach from our channel, it snowballs from person to person to person to person to person, and people keep hopefully people keep waking up and waking up. You know, like I think that's you know.
And look, just because of the shadow banning and the algorithm, to be honest, if you look back at the back of your YouTube page, I've seen like 6,518 views on mine, but it doesn't reflect on the numbers. So more people are actually watching your videos than you realize, right?
Yeah,
they're not
I think
subscribing. So too. But why have I got 6,000 freaking views but only 140 subscribers? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so we're actually impacting way more than you realize. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, anyway, guys, go subscribe to Chloe's channel. Like you guys,
it's for only real, like 155. I think so far. I did have a channel that had a lot more, but they only let me get to 1.2K for years, and just stayed at that number even though I went on shows. It just kept on going back to. So there is shadow banning, unfortunately. So the numbers don't mean anything really. If we were able to be talking about our topics freely and not paid under the, you know, behind the puppet, right? You know, we talked about that early before the show started, like, because we're right on the cusp of this paradigm shifting, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. I agree. Yeah. What was I? Oh, that next person was Nathan. He says, I'll see. He says,
Nathan was a witch. I love saying his name because he says I'm the only one who can say his name properly. Nathan was a witch. He was a witch.
Oh, I never thought of it. I looked at it as way switch. I don't know why I pronounced it completely wrong.
Yes, Nathan was a witch. Okay, I want to.
Whoa, that's a cool name. I never thought of it that way.
He was a witch, but he's not anymore. I don't know. Was a wizard. Wouldn't it be cool if you had Nathan was a wizard? That'd be cool name. I want to. Or is a witch. You know, is a wizard. Nathan is a wizard. I want a multidimensional galactic and SSPing like Andromedan. Well, we can only see what comes forth, right? Sometimes SSP stuff does come through, and sometimes it's just it's more of the priority is something else that wants to be brought in. Healing pathway for you, Nathan, was a witch, right? Healing pathway. Have you been, or would you like, or would you contemplate going to a shamanic practitioner? All right, because it's very similar to the guy that we had the hybridization thing situation, right? I feel like it's not just a clairvoyant healer. I feel like a quantum healing hypnosis technique, because I've got a very similar card to you, because there are hidden experiences that are deep in the subconscious. And we've got, actually, that is a being that is a very powerful being that is in, and I don't know whether it's Sekhmet or not, but it is in one of the pyramids. I'm not sure if it's Corfu, but it feels like very feminine, but it's upside down. There are experiences. Your soul in past life has been in positions of power in past incarnations. And I wonder about Egypt. Let me just feel into it. No, Babylonia, Sumerian. And look, part of the SSP experiences and abduction, they look for people who have had powerful past life incarnations. Okay. But it's about bringing that back into balance, because I'm not sure, and I do feel that those lifetimes were all about power and control. And of course, if you're in a position of power, like around Babylonia, Sumerian, I feel like there's a past life that needs to be brought into awareness and contemplation, and to be removed from the field, that density of warrior. There's warlike energy with that, Nathan. I don't know if that makes sense. But in that lifetime, you were highly strategic, like a chieftain. And I'm getting the pictures very strongly. I do feel like a need to go either under hypnosis, similar to the other guy before. But it's like the reason why I want you to go under hypnosis and go into that past life, because it's stopping you from connecting to higher source, okay? And I do feel like you need to go on that healing journey, because I'm getting 9 of chalices. See how the lights come, if you're in positivity, right, and you're connected to source, and we had that for Rainbow Flame before, how he's on the healing pathway and he's got that energy coming through, right? Nathan's is upside down, and I can see, if I look at his picture, I can see that he needs a clearing, a spiritual cleanse. He needs a clearing. Going into that past life, there was a lot of, I could say, bad things. I don't want to judge, but a lot of unaliving, a lot of dark things that happen in that lifetime. We all choose lifetimes. We've all experienced being in positions of power and control and not doing the most optimal thing in certain lifetimes, right? Because we go and experience that for what it is, right? But it's about coming to a place of balance within, to say, I forgive myself. I learnt the lessons that I had, and I now seek a fruitful enterprise, is what I'm hearing. Right? But it's about a healing journey for you, right? This shouldn't be upside down. I feel like you're a bit cut off from source. And I don't know whether you have in the past sought power and control through occult practices that have not been quite kosher, okay? And I mean, I always say that word, but it's about being of understanding that whatever frequencies and energies we work with can mirror back to us, okay? If you are going to do power and control and seek that manipulation over other people, in that past life you did that, still a little bit of energy like that, we want to understand that that will be mirrored back to us, okay? And you'll stay on that lower vibrational frequency until we do this clearing specifically of that past life incarnation, okay? And then we come to a place where we can reflect, contemplate, and I can see 9 of crystals. So once you go on this journey within, right, and seek that solace and connection to source, you'll come to a really nice place of 9 of crystals here. So there's a lot of knowledge, okay, that you have within yourself. But similar to the previous person before, it's not up to me to give you that knowledge, because the knowledge you seek is within yourself, right? Once we have this knowledge, I do feel like eventually there will be writing that is involved, and writing about your experiences, but it's a part of getting to a practitioner that you gel with, okay? Don't know where you are, whether you do it online, because you're kind of, I don't know whether you're isolated or where you are. I see you a little bit isolated where, no, you can go and see someone in his area. There's someone, I feel like there's someone in your area, okay? Does that make sense? Nathan was a witch, was a wizard. So we want, was a witch, we want to get into wizard. you know, he's a wizard. He gets a knowledge, esoteric knowledge he has within him, but there's definitely that lifetime that needs a clearing. Yeah.
Okay, the next person is Natalie. Natalie Wright, I'll put her up here. And she says, hey Rob, I donated, not sure if you saw, and she sent to your pay ID. That's okay, that's fine.
Oh yes, I was wondering what came through. It was about some money came through on my thing. Yeah. So Natalie's had a few readings for me as well. So that's cool. Hi Natalie again. What do you want a bit more clarity on, Natalie? Oh, should I just go in for a general reading? Yeah.
I'll see if she has a question.
She sent me a message actually about 2 days ago. She's had a session from me. I do feel there's more things that will come up in regards to the soul session and healing that is needed. We've got a few more, I can hear clarity topics that need clarity, right? That's coming through from spirit. In regard to a soul session. You remember when I got this card previously, right? It was upside down. It was about exploring emotions. She's getting to a place where she'll it's kind of interesting. It's like, I don't want to say drowning in emotions, because that's the image that is here, right? We want to get these to a place of, instead of the emotions that can be volatile, and like when someone snaps, you know, when you get like, you're like, little things that trigger you and you snap, it's like, that's when you know that there are some emotions there and healing that needs to happen at this time in your life. Because it can cause issues with interpersonal relationships with your children, relationships with other people, like switching. I'm sure you've done it. I've done it too when I've been upset, right? And I've got really angry at someone, like overly angry, but it's not really about that person. It's like I'm projecting because I'm going through something, and I might apologize, and I'm like, I don't know where that came from. Wow, I need to really, and then I'll seek like a therapist, or, you know, do a soul session like what I do, or I'll hypnotherapist. There's so many options, right? You know, I come from a healing angle because of the work that I do, right? There's definitely more volatility inside that we need to come to a place of clarity, because you need to explore that and come to a place of clarity with the right physician. Am I a physician? That's really nice, Spirit. You're calling me a physician? Like as an energy doctor, like an energy physician. I like that. Thanks, guys. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, look at this. You've got 10 of orbs. See that? There's wisdom in there. Like, you've got the, you know, an oyster has all this sand, and it's like all this experience that you've had, all the trauma, and it's like, oh my God, why did I get given all these experiences? Because there is wisdom in the pearls there. But we have to come to a place of clearing. See all the bubbles and the emotions, clearing it out. Because right now this person's covered in like a blanket of some descriptions, because it's hidden. You know, this is what happens. We have traumatic experiences, you know, especially if we've got SSP experiences, abductions experiences. Most of the times we forget about it. It's only when we really go under hypnosis or other things that, you know, and I understand that forgetting experiences, because I've had it myself. Like, I had an abduction experience in March last year, right? I completely forgot about it the next morning. Completely forgot about it until I saw the mark on my thigh, and then I went, "Why is that mark on the thigh? And why has my partner got the mark on his thigh on that side?" And then I went under hypnosis because I couldn't get it in my normal waking life. I had to go under hypnosis. Anyway, it's about exploring the healing, but realizing there's pearls of wisdom that come out from that experience. You need clarity on a few things, all right? Right, because there's quite a lot of things that have happened in the past. We know that. We've explored that together in the and then you'll be a flaming light, right? A leader. There's a powerful strength, leadership ability with you. And I know that you've got the Lyran connection, right, Natalie? Right? See this flame? This is what happens after we explore all of this and we get the pearls of wisdom and clarity. And then you become the flaming light, bright light. And I feel like there's a journey that you have, but I really like this is about trusting yourself implicitly, right? You want to get to that place after the healing, right? A flaming light that, and I picked up before we did a reading, like, I think it was like on my Whimsical Wednesdays Oracle. By the way, get on my page, guys, on Wednesdays, Australian Eastern Standard Time. I do readings as well. She has like symbols and iconography that comes through in her art, right? That actually activates people, similar to like crop circles. That's the whole point of crop circles is coming. When crop circles place that image, it's like a sigil and it activates people. It doesn't matter if they like tractor over it and like, you know, flatten those crops. If you've seen the image, subconsciously it activates something within you. Right, so she has that ability too because she's got that Lyran galactic connection, right? But you get to this after you go through this, right? Removing all of these densities, getting the pearls of wisdom out of it, and then coming to a really nice place. Yeah,
That was amazing. That was no, that was an amazing reading. That was great. That was great. We have two more. We just have two. We have Water's View and we have Spider Bite. Let me see here.
Yeah.
I'll get to. Let me see. Let me see who's this? Oh, okay. All right. Wait. Who is next?
Just gonna spray. What time is it there now? It'd be quite late.
It's almost 11 o'clock. Yeah.
I can feel the time difference. Like you're getting a bit tired.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little tired. Yeah.
We can do these last two readings and then we'll wrap it up, you know.
Okay, it sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, it's how we learned, kind of. Yeah, that's true. So who wants a reading?
It was Water's View. I put he's up on the screen. Like
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Like
he doesn't know.
Yeah. I think it's a he. Yeah.
Water's View. What a view. Singing, toning. Got the alchemy card, right? It's like something's not shifting. So alchemy is like shifting density into light. So we've got that dark energy there, but then it shifts and it turns into like light. And that's the Philosopher's Stone again, like turning lead into gold. Seems to be the theme of today's session is about turning lead into gold and taking the pearls of wisdom and learning from experience. And that's what we're all here for. Sometimes we can't go and it's only through the life experience that we are here to learn the lessons. Like it's spiritual. You can't just go sometimes to a healer and get it all worked out because it's through the lessons that you learn in your lifetime and in your life. That's what I'm feeling for Water's View. It's like, do we want to take the shortcut is what I'm hearing. And I can hear it never, if you want to take the shortcut, sure, you'll get to that place, but will you have the pearls of wisdom that you will have if you took the longer road, if you took the alternative road? It's important to embrace your uniqueness and be okay with being different. Okay, that's the first thing. Be more than okay with being different. You get to this place, I feel, with age. I feel like you get to, don't you agree, Rob? Like you get to that place with age, like you're listening to everyone when you're younger, your friends, your family, and it's like, it's not to say that they dismiss every word of wisdom that you get, but you really can only follow your own unique path. And I feel like Waters View has a very unique path. And that's really coming in quite strong before I've even gone into but what is that unique path? It is something that, is it a he? Is it a he?
I think it's a he, yeah.
Look at this card. Master of Crystals.
Wow.
Really amazing to get that. I don't think I've actually got this card before. There's incredible knowledge in your soul and your psyche, right? That eventuates throughout your path that you have chosen. Contemplator. I don't know who this is coming through. This is what the guides come through. Do you notice my personality? A contemplator. I feel they always come through very wise, and this is what happens. I do platform and I speak to past on loved ones, but then the guides come through. Contemplator. It will only come across your path that you choose. I feel possibly channeling and telepathy. Yeah. I see him sitting in meditation, right? And I can see the skull, and there's not everyone chooses this path. It's a very unique path. I know the path. I've been on the path with the telepathy and the channeling. It's about forging your own way in the world that is a unique pathway, dear one. Do not underestimate your own unique attributes to give to humanity. But it's about not listening to others in regards to your future, not doubting yourself when you get prompted to go into certain pathways, and I feel like traveling as well for you. I feel like there's traveling, you meet people. I wonder if you go to India, there's an Indian link. And I can see the cow there. I'm really drawn to the cow in the picture. So it's like, you know how India, they have the Brahmi or the Brahmin cows, and they're sacred. So that's what I'm getting. Everything's gone silent again. Everybody's listening. We've got a room full of people. Got a room full of guides here. Oh gosh, that's really strong. You've got channeling abilities, this man, this person, right? It's not the path of the ego, it's a path of the spiritual one. I think there's emphasis in people around you maybe that are really highly interested in like kind of like, you know, which is not like dismissive, but it's about, you know, they're interested in objects, cars, houses, assets, that sort of thing. But it's like, this is why it's coming through, is like you have a unique pathway now that you must fulfill. Okay. If anything, I'm giving you the kind of authority or envelope coming through from spirit to say that choose the pathway of the most uniqueness. I do wonder whether you come across a crystal skull at some stage that actually activates you. Oh, God. Goosebumps, truth bumps, God bumps, right? That was definitely coming through. There's some crystal that you come across, right? Waters View, that activates you. This is going to be interesting. Hey, I'd like to hear that one in the future. Like if they come back and like, seek the pathway that is most suited to you, not to anybody else. Okay, it's really important. It keeps on coming through. Really important for Waters View. Anything else about that?
I think that was good. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one. And then the last one is Spider Bite. She says, General. She's from your country, by the way. She's Australian.
Hi, Spider
She says,
Bite.
General, for her, please. She says, what do the cards feel for me?
Okay, cool. I would definitely go into Spider Bite, but I've just got to say one more, like a thing for Waters View. If you choose to listen to other people, which you have a way of doing, you kind of listen to other people's advice over the top of your own unique attributes, you won't get to that place of mastering thyself, right? So it's up to here. Listen to yourself. You've got some unique abilities, okay, that could actually help humanity. All right, enough of that. I'm going to round that up. There you go. I'll leave that with you, and we'll go to Spider Bite. Hold it. I'm getting a lot of the like little silences, which means that for me it's like spirit is here. I sometimes feel like it's like the non-human intelligence as well, like the
Yeah.
invisible helpers,
Like ETs, yeah.
yeah, it's an
Or
ET
elves.
thing. It
Yeah.
could be a multi-dimensional reality. They're very interested to come in and listen. Like my whole room is like filled, I feel. Like because I've got everyone's guides angel there pushing in front. Hey, my go, my go. You notice my personality was changing every time.
Yeah. It's
Just never
really
know.
interesting.
Oh, isn't it? It's a form of trans mediumship, which is unique to mediums. So when I used to do platform, I'd get up on stage and I'd talk to past on loved ones, right? But they sometimes they'd take over and it was a bit much. I had like a someone's uncle who was a bikie fully come in and like this is when I was at first doing mediumship and like
Wow.
felt like it was like ghosts and when like the being jumps into your body and Whoopi Goldberg has to push him out, you know, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
mate. I get on my motorbike and I get up and I vroom, vroom. I was like, get out of me. I said,
Wow.
stay over there. I said, he's a bit full on. And I went right in front of the girl, the niece. I went right in front of her. I said, I'm your uncle, right? Your dad never did. And I was like, I am so sorry. It was a little bit like that. I could feel I'm in
That's
control of it
hilarious
now.
though. That's funny.
Yes. They all laughed. It was like 30 other mediums and they were all laughing because it's unusual. It's an unusual way of working. Okay, spider bait, spider bait. I wonder why I'm talking about that too sometimes. Because sometimes if I'm reading for someone, it's irrelevant to that person. I wonder. Sage of Chalices. So we've got that wisdom. I'm giving you wisdom. And there's Sage of Chalices. She's got wisdom. She, right? See, Spiderbite.
Yeah.
Spiderbite, have you explored spiritualism and mediumship, I wonder, and the healing modalities? I wonder. Yes. 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 She's got mediumship abilities, whether she's aware of it or not. Maybe she hasn't explored a bit. Maybe she's a little bit afraid of it. Because look at this. Look at that. Why were we talking? Why was I talking about it right before her reading? You got to look at that. As timing is everything, especially that I'm an open channel right now and I'm talking about that experience of standing in front of platform. And it was helpful for me to be able to control my mediumship abilities, right? She's got mediumship abilities, right? Look at that. There's someone who's going into the light. See? So there's a spirit there, but it's about your opening and connection to the other world. You're a little bit afraid of it because you've had parent like similar to me when I was younger. Like I had to learn because if it was a way of me controlling it, right? So I can now switch on my clairvoyance and switch it off. It's really important for mediums and clairvoyants to be able to do that because otherwise you're walking around too open and you can see all sorts of things that get very interested in you. And I feel like there's a part of Spiderbite. It's like, oh, no, creepy. No, enough with the fear. And the reason why you're seeing it and you're connecting into because you have that ability. Okay. I don't know if this makes sense. I feel like it she agrees, right? Right. Okay, here we go. There's another one. Okay, enough. Time to get rid of it. Time to get rid of the fear. You got the tower, you got it upside down. That's what and when I'm getting you're going, you're getting the heebie-jeebies. No. Don't be afraid of it. You've actually got an ability. It's about harnessing it. All right, because I feel like it brings you abundance going forward. If you're not using it already, I wonder if you come into your own. It's like time now to embrace those gifts because they can actually help people. I think you have connection to the Fae as well. There's a little Fae here. He's just kind of hopped up on the desk. Like, what? I can draw him. He's got like a red little hat. He's like your atypical gnome. And he helps with like gardening, and it's like you have these conversations with the garden, and then this is how I connect to the Fae. The Fae love it when when you get advice from them. So if I'm working on a garden or something, I'll say, okay, fairies, so what does the garden need? What does the soil need? They'll give you advice. You're open to it. I can feel that you've got advice and information that comes through from spirit, whether you know it or not. Feel like you're quite clear cognizance. So you get knowledge just come within. You say things out of your mouth. People know you as, the close friends know you as a psychic. You've got psychic and knowledge in your soul and abilities, right? But you're afraid of it. That's the problem. Don't be afraid of it. The more you're afraid of it, you're going to attract like fearful situations, like with the paranormal. Like, okay, so paranormal things happen to me basically every single day. So last night, I don't know what I was thinking. I was going to think about what I was thinking about. Something. I was kind of meditating and bringing the light in and listening to music. And then I got a knock at the front door. Knock, knock, like really loud. And I was like, okay, is that the neighbors? No one knocks here. And I went to the front door. No one's there. And I'm like, oh, okay, spirit's here. It's just, I think, oh, I just got another knock. I just got another knock as I talked about it.
Wow.
I just got a knock. See, paranormal things happen to me, especially because I'm doing an oracle reading. I just got a knock right now. I don't know whether you heard that. But if I was to sense into it, so I'll go, okay, there's a knock. Instead of going, oh my God, I don't want to know about it, like fearful of it. I'm like, who was that? Was that someone's guide? Yeah, in regards to what I was talking about. And I can hear spiritualism for you. It's a way to harness your psychic abilities, because this is an old-fashioned thing. It's like one knock for yes and two knocks for no. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's like the old spiritualism. That's how they used to talk to spirit, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have, I say, thank you, spirit, actually. Thank you. I just got a bit of advice then, because whatever I was thinking about last night, I got two knocks on the door, right? So that's a no. But I got one knock yes for yes now. So isn't that interesting? That's how spirit can communicate. It's like the start of it. She's a little bit like, oh, no. You got enough of that, okay? Enough. Get rid of the fear, spider bite. Go get thee to a spiritualist church. And like spiritualist church, they're all right. I went a couple of weeks ago to the local one here. I like to sort of be connected to it. They're not like a church, like you do some songs, but it's to lift the vibration. And then the old one in Melbourne, every time I used to go visit, they'd get me to jump on stage and start reading for the passed on loved ones, and the whole personality change. It was very entertaining to the crowd. They loved having me on there because, I'd get, my whole body would change, personality would come in, and I'm like, it's something you need to learn. We need to remove the fear of the paranormal from Spider Bite. Okay. Yeah. Does that make sense, Spider Bite?
That was great.
Yeah, I feel like I really had to go in depth with her about that. We have to remove the fear. Enough now. Yeah. Enough. Too much fear. It's silly. Right? Once you learn how it all works, you're like, I had to learn. I had just way too many paranormal things every single day. I mean, I don't know if you heard the knock, but I certainly heard the knock. It's like audience. Yeah. Right. So I had to learn it because there's way too many paranormal things happening. And then once I started learning it, the fear went away. The fear left. Goodbye. See you later. I now can control that. At one stage, I think it was about 10 years ago, probably less than 10 years ago, my mediumship was really coming in, like after I was counseling people. And then I had earthbound spirits. I've always had a thing with earthbounds, right? They're people that wander around like ghosts, right? Who have not gone to the light. I know that's a controversial subject in our area.
Because the soul trap,
Yeah, the soul trap thing, but I don't think, I think you can get help into the light with the high vibrational energies, right? So when I first started, my mediumship was really coming online. I'd have spirits see my light, and they knew that I was a medium and had that ability, and they would follow me back home, right? And then I'd have stuff flying around the room, right? Until I said, okay, who is it? Show me who it is. I'd get annoyed. I want to, usually it's like, I want help for you to find my family, and I'm stuck here. And okay. And then I learned to talk to my guides. My guides would help me and direct me to open up the light, like I did in the programs, open up a portal, light into the other dimension so they could return into love again, return to relationship with the passed on loved ones themselves. Sometimes they'll stay for a whole bunch of different reasons, right? So you send healing frequency first. You get them to talk about their troubles, why they never went to the light, all of that. And then they turn into the light, bang, issue gone. No things flying around in my room. I had to do it. I had to learn it. Okay,
Wow.
to reach out for a session. Thanks for Linktree. I'm just on WhatsApp right now, so I get a lot of I get a few readings through my WhatsApp. I haven't got a website currently because that had to all get closed down last year with all the stuff that was going on. You're getting
so
a bit
what's the
tired
best
now.
what's the best way for people to reach out to you, like in contact?
Get me on
like
WhatsApp. It's really the best way is WhatsApp. And then from there we can always organize. I do an oracle readings, $80 for an hour. And then I do for the soul sessions. I use a lot of mediumship. So I'm like a shamanic practitioner, and we can go into like, you know, abductee experiences and all of that. If you don't want to see a QHHT practitioner, as a clairvoyant, I've worked with a lot of abductees, and I see whatever I see and I just say it, and we help to clear it, come to a place of equilibrium. And they call it homeostasis, which means balance in the field. So clearing density out of the field and activating certain abilities too, right? Coming back online. I work with a lot of people who are healers. And I think that's really soul fulfilling, or has been quite soul fulfilling, because they help to heal themselves, and then they can help and heal other people. So we inspire people, right?
Wow.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's
this
about
was
it.
awesome, Chloe. Well, thank you again, and happy birthday, and thank you everybody for tuning in
Thank
tonight.
you.
And and all right, guys, and have a good night, everyone.